That new intro from Marshall again is rocking. Thank you for joining us in KHNO Football tonight. We're joined by the one and only big voice in the uprising of the Chelsea community on YouTube, leading it, the Grand Dam. Dammy, how are you doing? Welcome to KHNO Football, my friend.
Listen.
Hey, give him plasma. It's first time.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the building. You understand? Out here on the channel. Big up to you lot. Obviously, I don't know about you lot, but my mood, I am fuming right now with this.
I know, yeah.
Super League is absolutely bombastical, honest to God. But I'm guessing we'll get straight into that. But thank you for having me on, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean,
thank you for coming on.
Man. Thanks for coming on.
Right, big up. The title was actually about Tuchel scoring Pep, but for about 6 hours now, it's been the footballing world going uproar about a new European Super League, man. Apparently, it's going to be announced tonight, 9:30. It's got Real Madrid's president's gloves all over it. It's been bankrolled by an American bank, JP Morgan.
And putting them latex gloves on, you know?
Yeah, it's going to be 12 to 18 teams, apparently. They're all the founding members, the top six in the Premier League included, will always be in it. There's no relegation or anything from it. UEFA and everyone's come out saying that these clubs cannot play in any other competitions or anything.
Just threats. It's just threats, man. I don't think that.
Grandam, are you like me that money talks? Do you know what I mean? In either side, do you know what I mean? Something's going to be done about this.
Honestly, genuinely, respectfully, this is the worst thing I have seen this weekend. Do you know where I'm coming from? This is the most stupid stock-up money laundering scheme I have ever seen. You know where I'm coming from? Have you seen the way they were deciding to set it up moving forward as well? They want to treat it like the NBA. Do you know how ridiculous that is? I love the NBA. I watch NBA whenever I can. You understand? Big up to the 76ers. That's my team. You understand? I love the NBA, yeah. But at the end of the day, for me, why, and this respectfully to all the American viewers and the people that are American and whatnot, what do you think this is? They're trying to form a league that just appeals to them. At the end of the day, for me, it's just like, and then you now see people like Perez coming in, co-signing this as well. How would JP Morgan feel, if HSBC or Halifax came into the shop, and they picked up the top 12 teams in the NBA and they treated it like the UEFA Champions League? It kills the flow. It kills the whole goddamn flow. I told people this afternoon, I said, who gives a fuck? See, they are classical. All of us here, Chelsea, innit? I'm pretty sure all of us are Chelsea fans. We're all Chelsea fans here, When the El Clasico comes on, if I can, I'm belling my man. I'm like, yo, Christopher, boss, let's go to the pub and let's watch that game. Yeah. We're not Real Madrid fans, we're not Barcelona. We're going there to watch the game. And then when you got tiles like that, people from, regardless whether they are football fans or not, people just tune in. It's kind of like when Novak Djokovic and Rafael Nadal come up to play tennis, people will tune in just because it's those two. It's the same way that when it's WrestleMania, people just tune in because it's WrestleMania. When you've got El Clasicos every bloody 2 weeks, who the fuck is gonna care? Who cares?
It deludes
These men are money, literally. I said it, I tweeted it, but I deleted it. I said money, damaged the sport, but if this goes through successfully, it will kill it, fam. On God, it will kill it.
Can I ask you guys something?
Hang on, can I do a bit of banter here with this?
Yeah.
And I mean this as well. How the F are Tottenham involved in this, by the way? You know,
I was about to ask you, how did they sneak in? They you know what? When I read it, they just snuck in between AC Milan and fucking Juventus, man. I'm like, man. What are you doing there? Who put you there, man?
Look, I don't really know much about the Super League stuff other than how it works and all that. But if Tottenham is involved, do you think it has something to do because they do host NFL games?
Yes.
Probably. It's the owners, man.
Probably,
It's the owners.
Yeah. And the other thing I want to ask you guys is, like, because I don't know what the culture is like in the UK, but do you guys, when it comes to sports and like events and stuff, do you guys try to cater to the American consumer market as much as possible?
Not really. Not in the Premier League. Not the Premier League.
Okay, because it's weird.
No, yes they do, man. Yes they do. They have their own like aisle where they for the NBC, right? I think it's played.
Yeah, NBC.
Yeah, but I don't think
they
the
had
league
their
is
own
involved.
stadium. Bro, they had Alan Shearer doing like the commentary there. They do, man. They make a lot of money out of the American market. Like something crazy.
There's a lot of money in this country, so I figured that They find a way to like squeeze it out, you know.
I mean, we're playing Real Madrid in the semi-finals here. We've never played them before, right? And I'm really
Yeah.
excited. We've never played them before. But if we do this European Super League, we're playing like twice a season. It's going to dilute the whole
Yeah.
thing. It's going to be like,
Definitely
you know what? I'm ashamed to say this. It's just like it's going to be playing like Newcastle or Southampton or something, you know, every year. Do you know, it's like it's not going to be special. That's the whole point of Champions League. You get these special nights, even during this time of playing Real Madrid. If you're going, oh yeah, but if you're like us and planning like so next week play Real Madrid, then Barcelona, AC Milan. After a while, then the glossing is gonna go off this, man. It's just gonna be like another normal football match.
Not only that too, but like we're already complaining about how this season is so compact with the schedule. And there's like a turnaround time of 3 games every fucking week, or not 3 days per game.
Yeah,
it's just gonna make it even worse. Like, and it's just gonna make the football shit, to be honest.
But do you know what it is, guys? Do you know? See, sorry, Dan. The American owners, they slowly made their way into buying these clubs,
Yeah.
So slowly started gravitating towards putting these ideas in that make it look like the playoffs in the NBA. And now that's it. They've come together as a full force, and they've started this. We've let them in, and they've started this. They've infiltrated the game, man. It's
But
peak,
the thing is,
Crazy.
the thing is, I keep telling people, them brothers can come in, but when you've got FIFA, UEFA, and them man shafting you, you're going to back down. You understand?
Yeah.
These players, no, they won't be allowed to participate in the World Cup, bro. Do you know how sick? Do you know how powerful that is as a comment, fam? All these brothers will come ship. And like I keep telling people, somebody was talking to me about the financial benefits and whatnot, and how if there's a Super League, there'll be more money, and the Premier League might suffer. Yeah, for the first 2, 3, 4, 5 years. After that, new people will come around. I keep telling people seem forgetting that household names, they're built over time. I was on the stream earlier. I asked the host. I was like, yo, bro, you're talking about the financial benefits for the Super League and the disadvantages for the Premier League. Man City 10 years ago, who the hell was Man City? Did you mind? Who was chatting about Man City at home? Absolutely nobody.
No one.
5 to 6 years ago, who was talking about Leicester? Nobody. You understand? Arsenal was the talk of the time back then. Give these brothers 3 or 4 more years. If they keep on going like this, they will become a mid-table squad. You understand? That's how it happens. And the thing with football,
That's what we're hoping for.
The thing with football as well, is that the reason why we all support sport, is that things can change and you can be scared. 15-16 season in December, all of us here were crapping our pants thinking we'll be watching championship football the next season. Am I wrong? I'm not wrong.
That's true.
Because all of us were like, well, that is what is in sport. But now you're going to have a Super League with the history, Tottenham and Arsenal in the shop here, and then nobody can get relegated. What is going on? I keep telling people the whole idea of sport and following people is that there's entertainment factor to it. There's a fear factor to it. There's something to look forward to. This season in the Premier League, there's someone that can win the league. You can qualify for the Champions League, or you can get relegated, or you can win Europa. Even if you've got 20 squads in the league that are all very good, at least I know 3 people are getting relegated. I know people need to qualify for the Champions League. All these little things, people are forgetting about them. And these brothers with their big money, money has spoiled us quite a lot. But I can promise you right now, that Super League might be successful for the first 3, 4, 5 years. After that, they'll become irrelevant. They want to block transfers as well. FIFA, Europa, and UEFA, they will block transfer between the Super League and all the other clubs. All these big talents. Ronaldo, some people don't even watch football, but they know Ronaldo, they know Messi. Those names will pop up again, and they won't be happy. They won't be like, oh, Real Madrid. Nobody's gonna allow them go there. You understand? So this whole thing, is just a clusterfuck. Honest to God, it's a massive clusterfuck.
It's mad. Remember a couple of years ago when they were talking about the 39th Premier League game, and everyone was all up in arms about just playing one more game. Now we've got this.
There's a whole league.
Now we've got this bloody European Super League. I mean, do you know what? You're right. Dami's right. After a while, even if Chelsea win it, but after we finish like 8th in the Super League for 3 years in a row, I'm going to be like, I'm not even watching these games anymore because they don't mean anything. You can lose all. In this European Super League, you can lose all your games and not get relegated. Yeah. You can lose. Games.
That's ridiculous.
I know, right?
The fact that you take the stakes out of it is like that's what's the point? It's just to watch.
Do you know what they're gonna do, guys? You know they're gonna do a game in different locations to make it to get more audience and to make it more entertaining. Like guys, imagine a Champions League final every week. It's not a Champions League final anymore. It's just another rubber game.
We don't. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine if there was an F1 race and you got Schumacher and what's that, Vettel, and then you've got Hamilton. Only them, fam. Nobody will care, bro. Give it 6 months. Nobody will care. Absolutely nobody, fam. Nobody will care. I keep telling people
what makes sport
interesting. What do you say?
I don't think the teams will even care after a while. They would probably just put the B teams up or the C teams, you know?
Chelsea, we've been looking to play Real Madrid for decades. We get to play them for the first time. So you mean to tell me that with the Super League in the first year, we'd have played Madrid like 4 times? Bombo clap. What's the point? You have killed the sport. This money they are talking about, it will be this. All right, let's do it like this. The first season, everybody makes £350 million each time for the next 5 seasons. When all the players are washed, their players are washed, number one. They have to do transfers. They will even transfer between each other. So the academy is fucked. It literally don't make sense.
It'll be like trades, bro. Sense. You know the NBA, they make trades and stuff. That's how it's gonna be. It's gonna be trades and then like.
That's the whole point. It's an American. You know, it's an American thing because they haven't put relegation in there. So you know it's an American thing. They don't.
Yeah. I am not your enemy.
Hi, Marshall, bro. We're looking at you, bro.
Don't look at me. I am not your enemy.
But you're right. You know what? Also, right? If they're adding this on, I mean, I don't even know how this works, man. Contracts with players or something like that. If this new Super League, do they have to rewrite everyone's contract? Or is it just I just don't understand.
I honestly don't think. I think UEFA and FIFA are such a big name, and they're like they basically are the monopoly of football. They're just not going to let it happen. I really think they're not going to let it happen. They're going to do everything they can to blockade it. So.
No, but look at it this way, right? These 12 clubs, they know how valuable they are, right? Like they know that they're the main attraction of the Champions League. So right now they see that UEFA is getting money off of them. That if they can cut off the middleman, they can make even more money. That's how they look at it from a corporate point of view. As somebody who works in corporate environment, I know how that is, man. Because they're looking at UEFA's not. Is UEFA the attraction? Or are we the attraction? So why should we even pay UEFA if we can make our own league? That's how they think of it.
But the thing
is, go ahead, then.
Bro. The thing is, bro. Number one, the thing is they are not untouchable. No. Does that make sense? They are not. The 5 of us here, none of us here are stupid. Over the next 3, I promise you, the hype, the way to drop off after the first 12 months of its existence will be one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. You know them ones. I liken this to Rome. When the Romans were in charge way back when, and they had control of everywhere, all over the thing. When Rome capsized, what happened next? Didn't little smaller people come around again? These brothers can leave the Premier, but like I keep saying, that's why I brought up City. That's why I brought up Leicester. Tottenham. How relevant were Tottenham 10 years ago? They are more relevant now than they were 10 years ago. People will come up. People will come up. New household names will come up. Leicester is becoming a household name. Give them 5 more years. They would replace Arsenal in that big 6. Give them 5 years. If they keep going at this trajectory, they will replace Arsenal. Norwich are getting promoted. In the next 10 years, they could be your new Manchester United if United end up packing the Super League. Because I can promise you one thing and one thing for sure. If these men go through with this thing, it will not be relevant for too much longer. I can promise you that. Let's leave the UCL as the most prestigious European club cup in football, fam. Why are these men this money thing, and like I keep telling people, we can take away all the money from the PL. All the sponsors might hop off and they might go and sponsor the Super League and whatnot. By the end of the day, for me personally, remember that who spends the most money? Is it not the big teams? Them man spend more money than every other person left. I was telling somebody, I said, look at Messi's contract. You know Messi can probably pay all of Burnley's wages. Do you know that? He could probably pay all of Burnley's wages and he will still buy a Bugatti next week. Do you know where I'm coming from? With 1 week of the salary, fam. So you've got them kind of people at the bigger teams. At the end of the day, the money that they are talking about, it will irrelevant. It will go to waste. Like I said, El Clasico. I mean, did you man watch El Clasico the other week? Everybody here watched. I'm guessing. I'm guessing all of us watch Bayern PSG as well because those games rarely happen, and when they do happen, it's top tier football. So when you've got them happening every single week, and then you've now got you're not here like Norwich are actually piping up, and then Norwich and Leicester are coming. It sounds odd now. It does sound odd now. 5 years ago, talking about Leicester as a big game sounded odd, but now it doesn't sound so odd now, does it? You get I'm coming from? So at the end of the day, it sounds odd now. it sounds odd now, but in the future, when them man are all wasted and dry, and you've got your Messi's retiring, you got your Kai Havertz is at 20 and 30, whatever years old it is, things will change up. Honestly, fam, these clubs don't know.
Right. You're absolutely right. Do you know why? Wolves, don't downplay. Wolves have got backers behind them. Okay, they've got Chinese owners. Portuguese, they're getting all the best Portuguese players no one's ever heard of and selling them and do that.
Portugal
Newcastle, if Newcastle get a proper owner, they are a sleeping giant waiting to happen, my friend. Yeah, they can explode real big. Everton, if they get out of that rack-shack stadium they have with wooden seats and everything like that. I know you Everton fans love it, but you've got to get in the modern
splinters and shit.
They can be it as well.
I was going to say
it's Matt. Big up to PSG and Bayern Munich at the moment. Big up to at the moment, because I don't know what was said to make them say no. Do you know what I mean? We don't know the full details.
You know what I think? You know what I think? I think the clubs who agree to it just wants to be in they want to be in the top competition every year. Because Arsenal haven't been in the Champions League for 4 years. Spurs is on and off. Same thing with fucking Chelsea. We're on and off for the Champions League lately.
We want to be relevant.
They want to secure their place in it. I'm surprised why the fuck Real Madrid is in it. If it's anything other than money, because their league is literally you can just like win it every fucking year almost. They can always play in the Champions League. So. But the other teams is like it's because they can't qualify to the Champions League, and now West Ham and Leicester are potentially stealing the position from Arsenal. So
let's be honest. Let's be honest. Larson,
Slendz is going crazy.
One last thing.
Slendz been trying to get it off his chest, man.
The Super League is going to have the same effect as the Scottish League, bro. You know when Rangers and Celtic play each other like 15 times during the season or something like that.
Yeah, just with a lot more time.
I know.
Well, listen, all I was going to say, just the last point, man. Listen, like, I understand this is like an outrageous, it's a massive thing, and it could change our game, but I'm not going to act like Premier League are our friends, fam. I'm not going to forget when these men tried to charge us for pay-per-view, fam, like it was a WWE event. I'm not forgetting that. I'm not forgetting. So listen, they're not our friends. They're not our friends, bruv. They're not our friends. So what I want to see them be held accountable and make some changes as well, bruv. Because listen, we're not the aim for them. The aim is the money, bruv. They're making us spend bare peas on our Sky Sports subscriptions and all that.
We're just stats to them.
Yeah, I won't forget this.
Stats to them.
So hopefully this is a slap in the arm for them, and they wake up. They realize, listen, we control the game. We should be controlling the game.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I closed my eyes for a second when Dammy was talking. I thought I was listening to an episode of Game of Thrones. Man, this shit was hilarious. Talking about all these fucking kingdoms, AC Milan and fucking Leicester Kingdom and all that shit.
I mean, that's just how it is, man. That's just how it is. They need to feel like you said. I forgot that point. That point, bro, was brilliant. I was paying 50 for like Sky, then I was paying like 30 for BT Sport, and then you're not expecting me to buy a TV license for BBC as well when they're playing FA Cup and all them funky games. How much more money do you want me to give you, fam? Do you know how much
enough as it is?
How much I expect you to pay? Do you know how sick it is? Then you go to match day when you buy a trip. Let me use myself as an example. You go down to Stamford Bridge, you want to buy a match ticket, 80, 90 pounds, You get there, then the pints are overpriced as well. You're paying £7 for a pint of fucking San Miguel's or whatever the hell it is. You now get there, you want to eat during half time, you want to buy a pack of fish and chips, that's like 16 quid, blood. Then when you're done with that, you got to take the train up and back down, that's another 50 quid. Them man are frauds, fam. £250 per match day, fam. And then you're telling me when I can't go, I need to spend another £250 per month just to watch it. And then at 3 p.m. I can't watch the games as well. Less of that, bro. All of them, man. Embarrassing.
You're describing traveling by yourself. Imagine you've just got one kid or something like that.
Andrew, can I say something? Do you know what? Last point.
Hang on, and
that kid becomes a curse, man. You just leave that kid there.
The kid after the game wants to go to the mega store as well.
Bro, listen. In the statement, the Premier League put out, they put a statement out saying, "Oh, we don't want to lose a sense of the game." Bro, get out of here, bro! You've been losing sense of the game since a decade ago, man. You've been charging us fucking overpriced shit for everything we do, man.
But Marshall,
I'm not gonna forget this.
But Marshall will be aware of this. In the States, they do like individual team packages, don't they? As well. Have you noticed this? You might not know this, but like for NFL, they do individual team packages. Thing. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna come up and do this.
Exactly.
You can have a season ticket to watch every single game, or you can have a season ticket to watch your club's games. That's how they're going to screw you out of more money, man. Because you're going to be like shit, I want to watch all the games. You know what I mean? I have the whole season.
I am not your enemy. In fact, I am your friend and ally, and that's why I'm so happy Chelsea won yesterday.
You're one of us. You're one of us. But don't worry.
I don't want to make you guys feel like shit, but I paid €10 to watch like the La Liga, Serie A, Premier League, the French League. You know, and if I pay,
oh wow!
if I pay, I can watch the Champions League as well.
I pay more than €10 to watch Netflix.
I don't want to make you feel like shit, but
You know what I mean? But yeah, as you can see, this is our initial outrage. Obviously, there's going to be more from 9:30 tonight and onwards, man. Let's see because you know what, I can guarantee this. There's going to be some legal battles with this already.
Yeah,
you can hear the lawyers going, yes, my another dream house for me has come early with this announcement. Yes, we're going to do this. But let's talk about something positive. And yesterday was a huge positive. As I put in the title of the thing, Tuchel schools Pep. And I truly believe yesterday that he did school him. But I believe Pep also done it to himself by being arrogant in his team selection and even his substitutes, because man didn't even bring Mahrez on. Do you know what I mean? I thought my initial things yesterday. I thought yesterday Tuchel caught Pep by surprise by making Mason Mount drop 15-20 yards deeper than he usually plays in that system, and making him like the third midfielder in that system, and also then making Fernandinho look like he's ready for a retirement home. Do you know what I mean? He made him look very old yesterday, did Mason Mount. But Dammy, Thomas Tuchel, less than 3 months. Less than 3 months he's been with us. The turnaround has been nothing short of amazing. What the season could end up with, and what he's already got at this.
Wait. Before Demi starts. Demi, remember when I told you? I remember it night and day, man. It was who was it? Was it Lawrence's channel or Carefree Lewis? Anyway, I said this guy's gonna come to Chelsea and we're gonna fucking challenge again, man.
Oh, but do you know what I said to you as well? Do you remember what I said to you as well? I told you that I felt like the club weren't going to do it. I never said it was not a good manager.
Yeah.
I was on Tuchel smoke from day one. Remember when I said that as well? Remember that? But one thing I can tell you though is that none of us expected. I don't even think he expected to do what he's done now. I don't think any of us. I don't think people don't. We were 9th or 10th. Losing to Leicester, fam.
Yeah, we were
shafted by a half-baked Man City side, fam. 3-1, We were not Champions League, Atletico Madrid. All of us were on our knees saying prayers, fam. Tuchel came in, shafted Klopp at Anfield, shafted Pep at the Drogba Arena, shafted Simeone in 2 games, and then now he's in the semi-finals of the UCL. We haven't done that in 8 years. We're in the FA Cup final for the 4th time in 5 years, and we're now in pole position to be 5 points clear in 4th position, fam. This guy was God sent. And for me, people talk about signing of the season, Thiago Silva. Less of that, bro. Do you know it's almost Tuchel.
And
do you know what else
is signing of the season?
You know what else it is? You know what else it is? People always forget as well. Remember Tuchel, this man got a shitty contract as well. He got an 18-month contract, fam. If I got an 18-month contract at a job, I'm looking at it like, raw. This man don't rate me, you know. But man said less of that. He put it on the chin and he kept him moving, bro. This guy, nobody, they were talking about Ragnick, they were talking about Brendan Rodgers, they were talking about all these funky names, Ancelotti. Nobody could have done what this man has done in hindsight. And for that very reason, I really hope and wish he succeeds the way he deserves to succeed, because what he's done is nothing short of absolutely stupendous. You understand?
Yeah. You know what I thought of it? He is Mourinho with better football. Remember, I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember when Mourinho first came in. Yeah. The arrogance, aura that came from him, right? Yeah. Like he would sell you his philosophy and what he wants to do, and you'd be like, you would be on your knees and be like, tell me more, man. I'll open my mouth and you do whatever the fuck you want to me, man. That's how the guy was, man.
Right. Calm down. Just you, okay, man?
No, it's no filter, but calm down.
Mourinho sexual over here. All right, we get it.
Do you know what, though?
No. I'm more like about Tuchel, man. And the guy is like, he sells his ideas so well. He explains what he wants to us, you know.
Yeah.
And it's not.
No, the man.
It's not like the previous manager who tell us, It's like we couldn't even do the basics. It's about
Go on,
passion, it's about
express
pushing,
yourselves.
it's about tapping, it's about screaming, whatever the fuck it was. Well, I don't remember what he said. Anyway, man.
Full 100% has seduced me, man.
Yeah.
The thing
The
is,
man has
the thing is, he
embedded
arrived,
me.
right? He arrived. He was given. Many people might know some. Basically, the 18-month contract is like basically a maternity secondment contract. Yeah. You know, and it's like you give it to someone who's like out of the office, but you know they're going to come back in like 18 months or something. Also, ironic. If you'd asked Chelsea fans about a European Super League when he took over, they would have bit your hand off, man, because there was no way they would have thought they're getting back in Champions League. But the man has come. The man has come up, right? Less than 3 months. He has made us defensively sound, bar the West Brom game. Made us defensively sound. We have played some good football, but it's not a manager's bounce. So get off the manager's bounce hype. It's not a manager's bounce. Yeah, he has improved players that we were having doubts of. I think if there's a poster boy for how much he's had an impact on a player, look at Ben Chilwell, man. Look at Ben Chilwell, how much he's improved in the last month or so. He has stepped up. He stepped up. And
actually, you could even say Jorginho, because people wanted Jorginho out before when Lampard was in.
What are you gonna say, Slendz? What are you gonna say, bro? I see you like that show comment, man. What are you gonna say, man?
No, it's not a Joel comment, man. And listen, I'm cool. Listen, he's been good, man. I was gonna say, man, if people are saying manager bounce, bro, listen, we can bounce to the final, man, bounce to the Champions League. I don't care, bro. Keep calling it a bounce if you want.
Man, them talking about manager bounce and honeymoon. How many people can afford a 3-month honeymoon, fam? What are you talking about? What are you saying? Like, what you man talking about, fam? That in itself is impressive, bro.
That's money. Only Roman can afford a 3-month.
I just want to say, what did Tuchel say to us when he first came in? He's like, I'm going to make a team that's very difficult to beat.
Difficult to play against. Yeah.
And what's happened? What's happened? This is the one man that I've met that actually gives me his promises and I actually believe him. Guys, I just want to say, you know the way he did his interview, his first interview, I know where that was. I went to it recently, and I sat on the floor. I almost kissed the floor, man. I was like, this is a beautiful spot, bro. This is where Tuchel first sat down and wore a Chelsea jersey, bro. I was like, this is it, man.
Slendz, you better not sniff that chair, man.
No, I'm not gonna do that. But listen, I was very close to, man. Very close to.
No, but I will say, like, to everyone, the rival fans still trying to belittle it, saying it's a manager balance, it's a honeymoon period, all this shit. Even yesterday, rival fans saying like, oh wow, they're just celebrating getting into an FA Cup final. No, that's not the fucking point. The point is that we beat arguably one of the best teams in Europe and the most dominant team in England right now in the Premier League. And very, very convincingly we beat them. Like, I don't care if people want to put up excuses. Oh, it wasn't their best team. No, their reserves are quality. We had Kepa. We kept a clean sheet against Man City with Kepa in goal. If you had said that to me when we were with Lampard, I would have fucking told you need to go to church and confess all your sins, bro. Because you are fucking lying to me right now. I wouldn't have fathomed it. It's ridiculous.
This man came in and converted Rudiger into the Ebony Beckenbauer. He came in here and he converted Jorginho into Perlu, fam. He came in here and converted Christensen into the Danish Maldini, bro. This man came in and he dust, fam. When Thiago Silva got injured against Spurs, all of us were crapping shit, fam. Crapping bricks. This man has overridden all of that. This man made Callum Hudson-Odoi an effective right wing back, bro. This man is starting to get us goals when you got donkeys up front that can't finish, fam. At the end of the day, this guy, like I said, God sent, bro. Do you know where I'm coming from? God sent. Everything is done, and he hasn't missed. He hasn't missed in training. He hasn't missed in the games. He hasn't missed in the media either, and he hasn't missed with the fans, fam. How many people could have done that, bro? He hasn't missed with the squad leader, with management. Obviously, you can talk about Tam Abraham and whatnot, but I'm not talking about that now. But this guy does not miss. This motherfucker don't miss. You don't miss.
And you know what?
You don't miss.
Yeah. And you know what? For me, man, Lampard is like the football gods sent this to us to test our loyalty to our club, man. they wanted us to be in a period of pain, and then they were like, okay, you guys passed the test. You were loyal enough. You remained with your club. You watched those games, you know. And now we're gonna reward you with a different manager who's going to change it, man. It's like if you guys know the story of Noah, man. Like when he built the fucking boat and he chose like an animal of everybody. He wanted to test the people, you know. And in the end, he rewarded them like with a whole new build like planet, man. Same thing, man. Same with us.
I said this, yeah. Listen, when Lampard came in, yeah, like I couldn't have conversations like with other people about football. My hairline was receding. Listen, I was gaining weight. I told you, my chest was going flat, bro. But I told these man, listen, when Tuchel comes in, I'll big up my chest and I'll start talking. That's why I call Tuchel. I call him the surgeon, bro, the breast surgeon, because man bigs up my chest, bro. Every time we play, he's the breast surgeon, fam. Listen, he's bigging up my chest more and more. I keep telling you, man. I keep telling you, man. He's the guy, bro. He's the guy, bro. The best surgeon in town, bro. The best surgeon in town.
Man, you guys are running mad today.
It is what it is, man.
We got Kai wanting to get on his knees, Slendz, Slendz sniffing chairs.
It's a metaphor, man. It's a metaphor.
It's got no filter.
Let's discuss yesterday's performance, man. I mean, Dammy.
Oh man.
The performance yesterday, I mean, that was a true, I wouldn't call it, it's not parking the bus or anything like that. No, it's nothing like that. Because let's be honest, man. Kepa never made even and this isn't against Kepa. He wasn't made to make even a decent save yesterday, man. The closest I thought they came was that Diaz header over the top. That's the closest. But tell me about the performance yesterday, man. That blockade, man. Nothing's getting past that blockade. Tell me about it, bro.
Bro, see, let me tell you something. Yesterday, that was the first time I watched the Chelsea game in a long time, and I couldn't really pick out a man of the match. You understand? That was a difficult game. Everybody was on smoke. Do you know what I mean? Literally, fam. I don't know what shisha pack Ziyech spread around before the game started, but fam, everybody was on smoke, fam. You understand? Everybody was on smoke, bro. Every single one of them. You had Jorginho orchestrating. You had Thiago Silva. If you seen his stats from yesterday, they were godlike. They were godless. They were flawless. You understand? Literally,
and he was injured.
He didn't miss anything. 100% pass accuracy. He didn't miss a tackle. He didn't miss an interception. Everything was bang on. He had Ben Chilwell. Obviously, I'm not the biggest fan of Chilwell, obviously, from the get-go. I'm not going to start acting up just because he's starting to turn up in form, because that's hypocritical. But not being the biggest fan. Yesterday, he turned up and he played ball. You understand? Mason Mount came in and played ball as well. Ziyech came in and played ball. All them man were on smoke, fam. Every single one of them. And I want this narrative, because you got a lot of dickheads in this community here. Whenever Chelsea beat somebody, it's like they never turned up. They didn't. Chelsea are the reason why they didn't play well. Stop pushing that stupid narrative. Stupid narrative. You understand? When we beat Atletico, we're like, they were not really up for it. Somebody was saying, shut up, blood. These man, we play with Kepa and goal, fam, and we didn't concede. That's on us as well. The last minute. That's on us, bro. It's not my fault that they had Zac Efron in goal. Well, we had Kepa in goal, fam. What are you talking about? Let's shut up, bro. At the end of the day, they need to put more respect on our names, innit? You understand? Way more respect on our names. The way people have been moving these days. Man City were weakened. They had 24 hours less to rest. Shut up. Yeah. What happened to that and what not? No.
Yeah, do we really give a fuck, though? Do we really give a fuck? Like, reality is, like, Tuchel only lost one game since he came in. I'm not going to really consider the Porto game, because over the two games we actually won the game.
Yeah.
So I could care less what they say, man, because whenever we were under who should not be named, we were like ninth. None of us thought that we were going to get Champions League. And now, basically, if we win our next game, and we beat West Ham, we'll be 5 points ahead of them.
And not even that, too. And not even that, Slendz, before you go.
Go, Marshall.
And not even that, like, we had also 2 or 3 goals disallowed. Like, Man City didn't even get a shot.
Goal, man. Jesus. Yeah.
So, Slendz, what are you going to say, brother?
I was just going to say, bro, listen, I want to pick out one person that Dan mentioned, man. For me, it's Monstro, man. Monstro, Thiago Silva, 36 years old, bro. I'm convinced, if he defended OJ Simpson in court, that man would get out easy, bro. Thiago Silva is the defender, bro. He is, listen, fam. I'm sorry,
everything I've heard you say today is smoke, fam. Everything, fam. I'm
sorry, Thiago Silva is my guy, bro.
Man is talking about OJ Simpson.
I don't know who this guy is. I don't know who this guy is.
It's no filter, bro. It's no filter. That's what we do.
I'm sure you could. Are you saying he could have defended Adam Johnson in court as well?
I'm not going to say that, bro.
How I do? I mean, want to go wild? I can hop on that wild train as well. You know them ones.
Oh my god!
Dammy, there's even places we won't go, Dammy, and that's
Didn't we go there with Michael Jackson last week? Or didn't we? I think we did. Was it the week?
Listen, I want to finish my Thiago Silva. Listen, man, that's the guy, man. For me, 36 years old. Yeah, people say his legs are gone, his back is gone. Do you know what it is? He's got a mind. He's got a mind quicker than anyone else on the pitch. He does the movement before the striker does the movement. Like we talk about these man. Foden goes in the near post. Yeah, tries to cross it in and shoot. What does Thiago Silva do? He blocks it, bruv. He's there. That's why I said this guy, bruv. He's 36-year-old. Oh, monstro, bruv. Like he is a coach on. Even when he's on the bench, he's the coach. I see him there talking to Tuchel, telling him, listen, do this and that. That's the guy, man. That's the guy. That's one of our best signings.
Not even from the bench, man. Even from the stands when he's watching as a fan. He's coaching. He's fucking up there yelling with Mason Mount and Jorginho. I love him, man. And you know what's great is I was watching the commentary in Spanish, and it was so dramatic. They're so dramatic. They're very expression. They have a lot of expression when they commentate. And every time there was a corner, they just get like, oh, and like Thiago, my anxiety goes through the roof because I'm like, oh my god, please don't score. And then Thiago Silva's right there just to calm me down, man. Rocks me like a baby, puts me back to sleep. Oh man, I love the guy back there, man. He's honestly my favorite player this season, hands down.
The great thing as well, man, it's like yesterday, man, the Kante triplets were all over that pitch yesterday, man. They were breaking up stuff, getting it ball out, breaking it. That was that. You know what they say that is classic Kante, man. You know that. Classic Coke, classic Reebok, that's classic Kante, okay? All over the pitch yesterday, breaking up him and Jorginho, first blockade. If you manage somehow to get through that first blockade, you're not getting through this one. And Dammy's right, man. Rudiger, since Tuchel's come in, has stepped up.
Jesus Christ.
This is a different Rudiger, man. This is big T Tony Rudiger, okay?
Yeah. Before Rudiger, we wanted him out.
He might look slender.
Before Tuchel, rather, I'm sorry.
As good as Rudiger is, right? All of us here should put some fucking respect on Jorginho's name.
Yes,
other than
the Kings Road Pirlo, fam.
Arguably been our best player in the last 3 months with it, except for like one or two games. Other than that, the guy has been impressive. His ball retention. Without him, man, we look like a different fucking team in midfield, man.
Yeah.
That's how good this guy is, man.
The Jorginho's agendas need to stop.
They need to be fucking respect, man.
Our defense on our midfield was so good, yeah. That 50-cent in goal, yeah, who gets shot at every flipping week, yeah. Like Kepa, about that keeper, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, but no shots on target. I think there was only one
at all.
Like, it was
at the very end, I think.
Andrew made the point. He made the point on the previous stream. He's like, listen, I've never watched a game where Kepa played, yeah, and he's dropped more than a 7. We've won a game. Like honestly, bro, like it was incredible, man. And that's the best team in Europe as well.
But
big up, bro.
Let's move on to a player who is let's say there's a division in the Chelsea community when he plays.
Hakimi?
Maybe, yeah. Hakim Ziyech once again popping up a goal in a very big game.
You want to go first, Danny? I know you love it, man. I know you're a big fan.
Game. There's a difference of opinion. There's a difference of opinion on this panel already. When I said Hakim Ziyech.
How can you not like Moroccan Messi, man? How can you not like the Moroccan Messi?
Moroccan Messi.
I won't go that far. No, here's the thing that I've been doing, and I don't know why I've turned into this guy. I just happen to turn into this guy because I'm the only one that, or me and Kai are one of the few people that can see this like bias. When he plays bad, he plays bad. When he plays good, he plays good. Look, I'm not saying not Reece James. I'm reading the comments. I'm not saying Ziyech should start every single game in and out, but when we have 3 days between each game and we need rotation desperately, when I mention Ziyech, people are like, oh no, like it's like we're gonna lose or we're not gonna score because Ziyech is gonna play, and it's just ridiculous, man. Ziyech is a quality player. I understand that when Tuchel first started and when Ziyech was playing, he was shit. Ziyech wasn't showing up to the balls. He was getting dispossessed all the time. He was playing really bad passes. Yeah. He couldn't be bothered. We said this before. But I don't know what happened to Ziyech. I don't know what Tuchel said to him. But when he played that Leeds game, Ziyech turned a new page. And he said, you know what? I'm gonna start doing what the manager wants. He put his arrogance to the side. You know he's very arrogant. He put his arrogance to the side and he started playing better. And ever since that game, he's been on an upward trajectory of form. 3 key games, Slendz, 3 key games. Fucking Atletico Madrid, he scores us a goal, gets us into the next round, essentially. Yeah. Then Sheffield, when we couldn't score against Sheffield, before we came into this round of the FA Cup that we just played, we couldn't score a goal. He comes in as a sub, and then scores a goal again. And now this game, the best team, the best defense that we've played this season in Europe, in Premier League, and people say he can't play against Premier League sides. He scores again against the Premier League side. What more does Ziyech need to do for people to actually be confident? For people to be confident that when Ziyech is in the lineup, we're gonna do fine.
And you know what?
Like I get it. He had bad games, but
Slendz is knocking as well, man. He doesn't back to his guy, man.
Do you know what? Listen, Dan, do you want to go first or should I go first with Ziyech, man?
Look at them, man. They haven't prepared a speech, man.
I've got things to say.
I'll clean up shop. I'll clean up shop. Don't worry, man.
Go on. Listen,
man's on janitor settings.
I'll be honest.
Right,
you know what it's about Ziyech? Yeah, listen, I've been harsh on him. Like I've called him the Sahara Desert, the World Cup before. But listen, I've been harsh on him. It's calm. It's calm, innit? But the way I see it is that this guy, yeah, like I haven't yet to see him play against a low block team and actually shine for us. And I hate saying that low block term. I hate it as well. Like it's very annoying.
Yeah.
But it's sometimes it's just facts. Like when City give you that space, Werner and Ziyech are gonna thrive. That's what Tuchel saw. That's why Tuchel played them. Now I can't deny that Ziyech scored very important goals for us, and that's fair enough, man. But most of the goals, bro, honestly speaking, like he was there at the right place at the right time. Fair play to him, yeah. But I don't.
But that's what we need.
I know. But Marshall, I don't think he's done enough to actually break into our main three, which for me is Mount, Havertz, and Pulisic. I don't see him breaking.
Yeah. I agree with that.
What I mean, I believe he's a great squad player to have because you can have him when there's space in behind. The likes of Werner, who's going to run in behind, the Mounts, the Havertz. You want to play the balls up top? Listen, that's the guy for you. But he's just frustrated me because I feel like in a Tuchel system, yes, a pressing system, he's a little bit like I feel like he's a bit too lethargic, man. He doesn't move enough. He doesn't press enough. And I think he thinks he's a lot better than he is, bro. Like he thinks he's playing Groningen in the Eredivisie every week, bro. You're not doing that. Yeah. That's not.
No, he definitely does. He does walk around with an air of arrogance to him, which I get. But that's kind of we bought him knowing that's what he's like. But we also kind of need that because some players once they're look at fucking Werner, man. This guy is he should be sniffing the air and whatever perfume that Ziyech wears just to get some confidence in him because we just can't even get this kid to score. Kudos to Werner yesterday because Ziyech and Werner, that combination looked so fucking dangerous. And Werner was just he played a great game. He got a fantastic assist. We could argue that he should have gotten 2 assists because the first goal I think should have counted. I think it was a little too close, if you ask me. But it's not even. I saw him yesterday, and we were talking about the press, the Ziyech, and all that stuff. I think Ziyech was moving around great last night. I thought he was moving and trying to get the ball and pressing as best as he could.
Sorry to interrupt you. Just quick question. Without that goal, did he have a good game? Be honest with me. I
think so too because here's the thing.
Think he did? All right. Cool.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Here's the thing with me. I think the thing, and I understand that it was like. I understand it was a tap-in goal, but the thing is that we've all watched this team, and we've all watched how often Werner will be running on the flank, or a Havertz, or a Reece will be running on the flank, and there will be no one in the box. Chilwell, there's no one in the box, which is why I argued earlier in the season before we did this Pulisic, Havertz, Mount trio at the top, which is why I was arguing for maybe let's start Tammy because Tammy seems to find himself in the box usually when we need it. I've changed my ways now because we're actually we have something that works. Kai, come back. We have something that works, right, But the thing, hold on. But the thing about Ziyech yesterday, without those goals. Even without those goals, Ziyech was creating a lot of opportunities for our players to score. They had dangerous passes. And here's the thing about Jorginho that people like to complain about. People like to complain that Jorginho doesn't make those risky passes, that he doesn't play the long balls and shit, that he does sideways passing. Okay, now we have someone that does, and then people complain that he gives away the ball too much or he doesn't get the clinical passes enough. It can't be both, man. You got to do one or the other. Like we don't have a Kevin De Bruyne. Let's be honest. We don't have a Kevin De Bruyne that will always give you those killer passes. We have to play what we got. And if you want creative passes, creative play, a player like Ziyech is perfect for your team. And he did just that. He created opportunities. There were passes that if Werner was just a little faster or the timing was just a little bit better, there were dangerous opportunities, one-on-ones with the goalkeeper, man. Right. So Ziyech, for me, was fantastic yesterday, regardless. And now, not my man of the match, but he was fantastic.
And now, for the other side of the argument of Ziyech, I'll leave it over to Dami. Ziyech,
All right, whip out the mop, man. Whip out the mop, the Lysol, the Pine Sol, anything you want, man.
He's gonna send Ziyech, you're the love of my life.
Sanitation duty.
Go ahead, bro. Stage is yours.
Clear my throat. Hakim Ziyech has been underwhelming. End of conversation. Hakim Ziyech can score in all the quarterfinals and semi-finals and finals that he wants, but he has been underwhelming. Because Fernando Torres scored that one goal in the semi-finals against Barcelona, doesn't mean that he was worth. Obviously, you can say it was worth every penny because of that one goal. That goal was worth a lot of money, but you can't say that he was an excellent player across his tenure at Chelsea because of that one goal. Hakim Ziyech has turned up against a Harry Potter spell in Krasnodar. He turned up against relegated Sheffield United, okay, and he rarely turns up that often. My thing is that people can talk about all these chance creations, and I agree that he's obviously gotten injured and he had to adjust. But the noise that was made, people told me he was going to have immediate impact. That was what I was expecting. Based on what people told me, said he was going to have immediate impact. But we haven't gotten that. That is my problem. That is my problem. The fact that is literally as like we got Ziyech from Wish instead of buying it from Amazon. That's what we got, fam. You understand? We didn't get the Ziyech I was expecting. You got where I'm coming from. And people are talking about giving him one season to adjust. He is 28. He's going to be 29 next year, bro. He's getting older, fam. He's getting older, fam. And my thing is Ziyech, people want us to build a squad around Ziyech when you've got the likes of Mason Mount and Kai Havertz in the 11. How's that going to work? Ziyech is not a spring chicken. He's meant to be instant impact, and he hasn't done that. So why is it so difficult for people to agree with that? It's easy facts. You're not building your team around the likes of Hakim Ziyech. You're building it around Kai Havertz. There's a reason why you bought people that are so far in the age spectrum. You didn't buy them similar ages. You bought them so far apart. I keep telling people Real Madrid, and them big clubs, they didn't get distracted by that highlight reel thing that Ziyech was doing in the UCL. That Quincy promised 45 yards. Nobody got deceived by that. Now, I'm not saying that Ziyech is a useless player because on his day, he can be our most creative player on the pitch, which I'm not going to take away from him. But if you actually look at what we've seen, and obviously we factor in injuries as well, it doesn't change the fact that he's been underwhelming. That's my.
Let me ask you both something here. We both, Slendz and Dami, do you guys both agree that this season there's been daylight robbery and crimes committed on Reece James's crosses with the amount of assists that he has this season?
100.
So why are we taking that away from Ziyech as well? Because we can make the same exact argument for Ziyech.
Yeah, it tries the same cross 700 times and you only pops off 5 times, and then the strikers don't finish. What are we talking about?
Reece does the same thing.
I signed Hakim Ziyech for the crosses. I signed Hakim Ziyech for the long shots. I've not seen too many of those. I've not seen any 45-yard screamers. I've not seen any of that. I signed Hakim Ziyech for instant impact, and he's failed on 2 of them 3, bro. And I'm giving him that last one, so it doesn't look like. So I don't look like a dickhead. That's why I'm giving him.
He's only scored 1 goal from outside the box, which was against Burnley, I believe. And listen, the point you made is brilliant, bro. Like, listen, you can't cross it into Werner or Havertz. That's not how it works, bro. Like, it just doesn't work. Maybe we've had Giroud. Like, I haven't seen him cross it to Giroud or give it to him on a plate. I haven't seen him do that. I've seen James do that to the likes of Tammy, but I haven't seen Ziyech do that. So for me, bro, he can keep crossing it from the same angle, the same exact time, every single time. If there's no results, that's it. It's not the way we play, bro. I'm glad it's not.
I just don't understand why we don't make that same exact case for Reece, though. Because Reece does the same crosses, and they're dangerous crosses, and we like the crosses. But when Ziyech has dangerous crosses in the far post,
do you know what the difference is? Yeah. I see Reece James having other effects on the pitch. Reece James is not a cross merchant. He's got way much more to his game. So much more to his game. And Reece James is a fullback, bro. Ziyech is meant to be Mr. Creative, Mr. Magic Hat, Mr. Moroccan Wizard, Mr. Pass the teach around in the dressing room. And I'm not seeing none of that impact, bro. And the thing is, people think I'm harsh for it. But at the end of the day, I've not seen enough. See, people love to readjust their standards based on. I don't do that. The club I've supported for the last 21 years, I have not done that. I don't want to do that, and I will never do that. You know them ones. My thing is, has Hakim Ziyech been up to the standard you would have liked to see this year? Absolutely
No.
not. People tell me to put out Werner propaganda, which I do from time to time. I even put out Ziyech prop way back when, bro. It's there. People can advance search me for that.
Me too.
Advanced search.
Slendz, man, he-
Werner has been crap, but I'm still backing him. Tammy. I've not been the biggest fan of Tammy Abraham, but I put a whole video on my channel backing that youth, fam. I don't even do videos like that, fam. I'm more of a live stream person. But what are we talking about? You're talking about Ziyech being 10 assists with Werner was semi-clinical. Well, I mean, so are you telling me that he's just meant to be on an assisting? This guy can't even get into the starting 11. What are we talking about? Less of that, man. Less of that.
But my point is that if we see Ziyech in the starting lineup, let's not freak out, because right now,
of course,
as it is right now, he's playing well and he's in good form. And that's what we want. We want a Ziyech in good form to play games, especially now when we need to rotate. When we have Pulisic, who has fucking breadstick legs, and Mason Mount, who's been really consistent, but he does have his fair share of games, but he plays every fucking game, so he needs a break every now and again. I think people need to stop overreacting when you see Ziyech on the damn lineup. Right now he's playing good, so let him play.
The struggle I have with Ziyech is when I can't even remember some of the assists you're talking about. He's robbed off. Do you know what I mean? I can't even remember some of them, like Reece James.
I'm sure there's somewhere on YouTube a highlight reel
or something like that. Ziyech is a specialty player. Do you know what I mean? I don't. I know he's scored. I don't think in long term, and he's not a long term player. A formation like this suits him. We're not going to get the best out of him, I don't think, at all. So it might change if he switches up to a 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1 next season. You might see the better of Ziyech in that, and then we'll be going, okay, we know why he's bought. He's definitely getting robbed of assists. But I think Ziyech, we can criticize Ziyech and still support him. Do you know what I mean? I'm not one of the ones that goes that automatically go, he's gone. He has to sell. We have to sell him. Stuff like that.
See, that's what bothers me. That's what bothers me. You have people like
him and Werner until next January, man.
Yeah, people like Will and Charlotte always, promoting that propaganda, and it's just like, why? Why do you want to sell players over one bad season?
Quick point. I was gonna make a same as Dam. Yeah, like if you look at my tweets from 2019, 2018, I was watching him and I was like, listen, I hope this guy doesn't join Chelsea.
Bro,
I don't want him to join Chelsea. I'll be honest.
My tweets are from 2020, fam. September, fam. October, fam. I made a whole video, fam. I made a video on Twitter, fam. 20k views. It still sat there, bro, on Hakim Ziyech, fam. I made a whole video, fam. And he let me down, bro. He let me down. That's my problem. People told me I was expecting Bruno Fernandes type impact, and I've got nothing, bro. It's the equivalent of ordering AirPods here and then fucking, I don't know, speakers come in the mail, fam. What are we talking about, bro? It's not even been good. And people fail to realize that. I can back people from now to the end. People always ask, Dammy, you are backing Werner. So do you think he's been good this season? I'm going to tell you he's been crap. I'm not stupid. I'm going to tell you he's not been good. I can back all these players here. If I saw Werner in the streets, I'd be like, yo, big up to you, Retete. I don't hate them, but I'm not going to lie to you and tell them, see, a lot of people like PR stunting in this industry, in this social media thing, where they come in and they like to do. Bro, I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking. Werner, I love Werner, I love Tammy, and I love Giroud, but have they been up to standard this year? Absolutely not. No. This is the same club that's had the likes of Diego Costa, JJ Drogba at the helm, fam. And you got, obviously, I know they need to adjust, but it doesn't change the fact that they have not been playing well. Adjusting don't mean crap, bro. Yeah. If you're adjusting to a new job, everybody's expecting you to adjust to a new job. 6 months, 7 months, adjust to that job. Have you been hitting the standards required, though? No. That don't change. It hasn't changed. Yeah. That is consistent. Whether you need to adjust or not doesn't mean that you've been good. Doesn't change the fact that you've been good or bad. Keep it real, fam.
You're absolutely right. And let's move on from Ziyech.
Let's move on and talk. Yeah.
As all big important clubs have, when it comes to the business end of the season, we have a game every 3 or 4 days, and that's what we have coming up. We got Brighton Tuesday, and then West Ham Saturday. Thank you, Newcastle. Thank you, Newcastle.
I never thought I'd say that. Thank you, Newcastle. But
before we talk about that, can we talk about apparently my favorite player from the youth, the man I refer to as the Scandinavian woman, the man who cannot hit a ball to save his fucking life, who apparently is threatening Chelsea that he will not sign a new contract. You know, it's Tammy Abraham, man. We have to talk about Tammy Abraham. Apparently, he thinks that he can be a starter at Chelsea, yeah? And we are robbing him of his ability and potential. Apparently, that he could, if he played, he would save all our issues, right? Like we would be first, we would be in the Premier League title race and whatever. What do you guys think about this guy, man?
No.
That's why I assume, man, because he's saying that he should be a starter, man. That's what he thinks. He thinks he should be a starter.
I think it was, man. If Tammy didn't get it before, he got it Saturday. He's fit, right? He's fit. He's not even in the squad. Yeah, you're fit.
Yeah.
If you didn't get the message by now, you got it Saturday that your time here is done under Thomas Tuchel. Okay, please, like, go to Leicester, go to West Ham, whatever.
Did you see what the Twitter guy did to him, man? That was rude, man. That was rude. He was like, Tammy scored the most goals in the FA Cup this season or something like that. Will he bang one? Will he stay on form today? Wasn't even in the team, man.
No.
He wasn't
Do you know what it is?
team.
Do you know why Tuchel's handling this correctly though? I don't know. I'm speculating here, but I believe his contract may have a part in this as well, because I think he's not signing a new contract. But you know what, bro? Listen, for me, like Tuchel, I think he's treated Tammy and Giroud with the same energy. I don't think he's given them the chances. And what do they both have in common? They both can't
They can't pass and they're slow. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So like people are crying about Tammy. Our fan base loves to do this. When someone doesn't play for a while, that person becomes a hero and a martyr. Like he needs to come in and save the team like a fucking Captain America or something like that. He's not. No, because bro, it's society. It's a problem with us, bro. We love to do this. Like when someone goes away for a long time or something. Even like Tomori. Like I respect Tomori. He's a good player, but people acted like last year like he was going to solve all of our problems. It's not how it works, bro. It's not. Like sometimes you need to fix what you have first and then bring someone in new. You know what I mean? But for me, the way I see it with Tammy, listen, for his sake and for our sake, I hope he gets sold, man. I hope he gets taken to West Ham or Leicester, whatever it is. And you know what? I have a feeling he's going to bag against us.
I'll pay for a VIP Uber, man. That's how much I want the guy to have a good career, man. Just not in my club, man. I'm tired of this Peter Crouch fucking type players coming to my club and acting like we owe them something, man. People comparing this guy to Drogba, man. Drogba had more muscles in his ass cheeks than Tammy has in his whole fucking body, man. I'm not having that crap, man. I don't want that guy at my club anymore, man. Dammy, I know you're a big Tammy fan. What do you think, bro? About the whole Tammy situation?
You're muted. You're muted.
Yeah, you're muted. Oh, it's still mute.
You're muted, bro.
Yeah, it says you're muted on StreamYard.
Oh, hang on.
I think I'm gonna word what he's saying. Listen, man, I love. Damn.
Wait, he muted himself.
I had a beach ball on my Mac, so I couldn't use the thing. You know them ones. But I was gonna say, the thing with Tammy is like, don't get it twisted. I have had arguments with different people. You understand when it comes to talking about Tammy and whatnot. I've never gotten at the start of towards the end, I was one of the people that said we should still get a striker regardless. I said if Tammy Abraham is meant to be starting for Chelsea Football Club, you get other people. Drogba, I kept on using Drogba as an example. We kept on getting big boy strikers into the shop, and he kept on performing. The thing with Tammy is though, I am coming from a perspective where it's like people need to give him a bit more respect in the sense that he's not as bad as a lot of people paint him out to be.
Yeah, I always said that.
That is my angle. That is my angle. Am I saying that he should be starting week in, week out? From what I've seen this year, I'm not really looking forward to that. Obviously, I believe that Tuchel should at least give him some chances to flourish in his new tactics and whatnot. I believe everyone is due a chance.
He did. I mean,
yeah, but then again, I keep telling people, this brother here, obviously Tuchel hasn't lost, so people can't drag him for his team selection. That can run. Don't be stupid. People shouldn't be stupid. Tuchel, when Kai Havertz wasn't playing, I was very upset, but I couldn't say nothing because Tuchel was winning, bro. Tuchel has lost one game, fam. Obviously, that Porto game doesn't exist, but he's lost one game, bro. So why would people drag him for his team selection? You know them ones. So that's how I see the whole thing in it. You get me? That's how I see the whole thing. For Tammy, I'm just saying that people need to remember that this guy is a lot better than they give him credit for, in my opinion. But then again, whatever happens in it. You know where I'm coming from.
You're right. You know what? Tammy Abraham did a job last season. He did a job last season partly. First half of the season he did. Kai, I'm sorry, Kai. He did do part of a job last season, okay? Then it was done, right? Let me finish.
You know what?
Then after
I can never
Giroud took
accept
over.
this as a job, man. I'm sorry. I can never accept 15 goals in the Premier League as a fucking
Let me
job.
finish.
Man.
Let me finish.
All
He
right.
didn't part first
Alright,
part.
thoughts
I'm
of
saying.
Werner?
First part.
Well,
Yeah?
same thing with Werner. Same energy with Werner, though. I have the same energy.
That's fine,
Yeah.
but
Same thing with Werner, yeah.
For me, if we are going for Premier Leagues, if we are going for Champions Leagues, he is not the striker you want to start up front. He's just not that striker. You know, in a game when you're not doing anything and it's 0-0 and it's getting to 88th minute, right? 89th minute. Tammy Abraham is not that striker that scores out of nowhere. He just doesn't do it. That's what we need. We need a striker like that. We need a Lukaku. We need a Haaland or whatever. You know, whoever we need. Tammy's not it. He's just not it. And he's done under Tuchel, man. He's done under Tuchel. You won't see him again this season. He's done.
You know the day I realized that Tammy isn't for Chelsea is whenever they had like a fucking Chelsea interview, right? And they would interview the players. Oh, which player is like the worst in training? They all say like apparently Tammy gets not make the most. I don't want to hear that about my striker that he gets not make the most, man, all the time, man. And apparently the guy his goals in the training. That's not the type of mentality you want at Chelsea, man. I don't mind him being a backup player, but he doesn't even want to be a backup striker. He wants to be the first choice striker. Apparently, he's still in the club. If you guys sign Haaland or anybody, I don't want to be here. Well, that's fine, man. Yeah, go ahead.
That's not the mentality I want either. The
exactly,
way I
man.
see it,
you have the pace. You have the pace of a snail, and the physical strength of a fucking player from the fucking Chelsea ladies, man. You can leave, man. I don't want you here. I'm tired of him. Man. I don't want to see him at Chelsea ever again. Man. I'm sorry. I made my decision, man. That's it. I don't want him here.
the way I see it too is just that. Look, I'm in the same mindset as Dammy in the sense, and Andrew in the sense that you don't just become Chelsea's top goal scorer by not doing anything and by being crap. You know, like he is a decent player. What doesn't sell me on him is the quality of goals that he has, because we all know it's tap in Tammy. There's a reason he has that name, because his goals are not that fantastic. They are literally, he happens to be in the right place at the right time. He's a poacher striker. That's the way I see it. And I don't think that's the type of striker that this team needs. Like we want a Haaland because, and I said this earlier, Haaland reminds me a lot of Drogba. The way Drogba would strike the ball, the way Drogba would run at the ball, like he is a dangerous striker. When Drogba had the ball at his feet, it was always gonna go on target. Always. That was the dangerous thing about him. That I don't get that with Tammy. And the physicality thing is the other thing
as well, though. Yeah, exactly.
And the other thing, and the other thing about Tammy too is that every single player on the Tuchel so far has improved drastically. Even Werner has improved. I know Tammy got a few opportunities in the beginning of the season, the beginning of Tuchel's reign, and that's why I was saying, like, I kind of want to see Tammy play because I would like to see if he has made any progress at all under Tuchel. But if Tuchel's not playing him, there might be a reason behind it. And we're not seeing what Tuchel sees in training, but from the way I see it now, maybe Tammy just isn't picking up on what Tuchel wants him to do. And because of that, it's just not fitting his system. We all know managers want certain types of players. They want certain types of strikers, certain types of defenders, et cetera, et cetera. If Tuchel's winning games, like Dammy's saying, we can't really complain about why Tammy isn't in the lineup. It's clearly because Tammy's not fitting what Tuchel wants. And you know what? If Tammy wants to stay and fight for his place, kudos to you, man. I respect that. I respect you a lot as a Chelsea squad player. And I really want you in the team for that reason, because you help you like to cheer, promote, and support the team, and we need people like that in the team. But if you, as soon as you hear Haaland and you want to just I don't want to sign another contract, I just don't want that mentality in the team. I don't. Even if it seems impossible, I just don't want the mentality in the team.
Just a quick point from me. I know you want to move on, Andrew. I just want to say something. Yeah, like what Dan made is a good point about Werner and Tammy. Like what I want the fan base to do is have the same energy, right? Like Werner, let's not kid ourselves and say that Werner's been a good striker because he's had 11 goal contributions. I don't like to see that. I've seen people say he won 5 penalties. Listen, my guy, that's not what he's here for. I don't want to hear about this. Werner and Tammy have had arguably Tammy's had a better season for me. Arguably.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we need to have the same energy with Werner. Like I'm not gonna hear that. oh, like we can't be patient with Werner and say Tammy should go out. For me, I don't want none of them to start. They shouldn't start at the moment. Werner started last game, fair enough. It was a game where he had space, where he exploited the space and done well. But in our best starting lineup, I don't want Werner in that team either. So I just want the same energy for everyone.
I know Dammy's got to go shoot. You got to shoot in a minute, right, Dammy? Let's get your thoughts. I'm going to say it's probably for the next 2 weeks, but big games coming up, 2 big league games coming up. Do you see another major rotation for the Brighton game? I mean, I'm thinking, and this might sound strange, I'm thinking he might start Billy Gilmore on Tuesday to rest Jorginho or Kante. Or Billy Gilmore comes into the game, not starting, maybe comes into the game as well. And do you know what? Unfortunately, I was fearing he's going to do this on Saturday, but I think Alonso will come back in at left wing back or something like that.
That man.
What are you thinking at all? Let's just start with Brighton. What are you thinking at all? How many changes do you reckon he's going to make on Tuesday? Because he's going to have to do it. He's going to have to do it for the squad, man. Because that was tiring yesterday.
Thing with Tuchel is we never know in it. You know, I'm coming from some strikers who come in, right backs who come in, full backs who come in. If anything can change, he can fix up quite a bit. To be fair, the only thing that's not really going to change, I can guarantee, is the midfield because we don't have Kovacic. You know what I mean? I don't know what we're going to. This is not the game. This is not the game. I love Billy Gilmore, love and guidance. Obviously, I love him so much. I've been doing prop before for Billy Gilmore before he set foot on that pitch for Chelsea for the first time, way back in 2019, I was running propaganda for Billy Gilmore way back when. So I've been a fan. I have been a fan in it. But respectfully, this is not the game because Brighton, I don't care if they are. I don't even know what position they are. I don't check below Chelsea's position on the league table. I'm joking.
Fair enough.
But like, my thing is, at the end of the day, like I said, respectfully, we need to be playing the best 11 we possibly can. Obviously, some people need to take a break. Aspilicueta needs to take a rest. Obviously, so happened to Thiago Silva. That happens because he's playing too many games, innit? So some people need to take a break here, but we still need to be pushing the best 11 we possibly can because we need to be shafting Brighton and taking advantage of West Ham slip up. Then we've got West Ham again on the weekend. We need to beat West Ham as well. Then we can start talking about. We can't even start talking about rotation then because we need to make. Because I'm not going to get carried away with UCL semi-final and then quarter-final of FA. I'm not going to get carried away with any of that. We still need to be qualifying for the UCL next season, innit? I don't want. If we want to do it for Champions League, let's leave the UCL title as the UCL title. I don't want it to be our avenue to actually get into the UCL the next season. You know that one. I don't want to do that. I don't want to see that. You understand? So we need to make sure all the games we've got from right on, as much as we can try, you can rotate, but you shouldn't rotate too much to the detriment of the team. Do you know what I mean? But then again, this squad is meant to be good enough where things shouldn't be affected regardless. So let's see.
That's true. I mean, guys, Marshall or Slendz, I mean, I think it's obvious Mendy comes back in goal. That's an obvious thing. Mendy comes back. I think Zuma comes in for Thiago Silva, I'm thinking. And I think Pulisic and Havertz definitely come back in the starting lineup. But is there anything else you guys are thinking at all? I mean, do we even think Christensen's going to be fit for Tuesday at all? Because that would be another change to rest like Aspilicueta or something like that. What do you think, guys?
Agent 00 Kepa. With his fucking fresh haircut. But go, Slendz, you go first.
I was just going to say quickly, man, I think Zuma is a competent defender enough to play against Brighton. Even if Christensen isn't fit, I feel like the team shouldn't be rotated as much as Dam said. Like, listen, 3 days, I feel like Havertz, Pulisic, and who was it again? It's Mount. Yeah, the front three. I think Mount obviously has got Red Bull energy. Mount's going to play against Brighton. I think we'll just stick to that. I want that chemistry between that front three to start going up again, man. We need some chemistry in our team, especially the front three. And we started to see it a little bit versus Palace. So I want that front three to play again, have a good game again, that we can get some form. Listen, this City game should just propel us to different levels, man. Especially against Madrid.
Cho could come in, I suppose.
Of course. Look, I wouldn't be opposed to that either. Listen, whoever we play on that pitch, I feel like we should beat Brighton, innit? Let's not blow smoke up someone's arse. Like, listen, we're a better team than Brighton. The players that we have should be able to beat them. We shouldn't do this whole West Brom thing where we rotate and we fall apart. Nah, whoever plays, we should be beating them, man.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Any lineup that we put out there, we should be beating Brighton. I will support the idea that there is most likely a pretty good chance that the double pivot will be Kante Gilmore. I really think Gilmore is going to get a chance. We do need
Kante Gilmore in a double pivot.
Kante Gilmore. They've played together before. They played for Sheffield. They played. There was a game, the Barnsley game as well. They played together, so they have some chemistry going for them. Just because I also think Jorginho has been playing more than Kante. I think they've been playing equally as much, but Kante had a little bit of a break before coming back because of his injury, his hamstring. So I think if anyone is going to drop out of that double pivot, not that I really want it to, I do want it to be the same, but I think we need to save Jorginho's legs for West Ham. That game is going to be very, very pivotal towards if we stay in top four or not. But I really think Gilmore's going to get a chance, and it'll be this game.
All right.
And he'll play well.
Two things going to happen. Slendz needs to go and get something to eat because obviously he's fasting, and Dammy needs to shoot off. Guys, do you want to shout out your socials? Start with you, Dammy. I'll put them in the link below anyway, but if you want to shout them out, it's all good.
Hey, big up. If you're new on this channel, be sure to subscribe to this one. You know them ones. Subscribe to the channel. How many subscribers are we from 1K now?
Bro, I just checked it. We're literally 31 subscribers away from 1K.
31, let's get that number patterned. You understand? Pattern that number, fam. Pattern that number, fam. Pattern it right now. If you're not subscribed, subscribe immediately. If not, Chelsea will join the Super League. You know them ones. So be sure to subscribe right now. Now I'm capping.
Apparently, we're talking about points deduction as well. Point deduction, titles being stripped. We only have Chelsea, if you're watching this, we only have 6, man. Don't let them take away our 6 titles, man.
Go on, Dammy. Finish your socials, mate.
But yeah, like I said, big up to you guys for having me on. You understand, it was my pleasure. You understand, I really enjoyed it. So I'll chat to you, man, very soon, innit? Just be sure to check out my socials, the Grandam and whatnot. I'm streaming at 9:45. I wasn't planning on doing it, but hey, this whole stupid thing with this, I have a lot to say on the whole Super League thing. You know them ones. So yeah, that's what we're doing, innit?
No, he's gonna get some fuel. He's gonna eat some grub. He's gonna unleash at 9:45 tonight when he's properly fueled. So if you want more reaction to what Dammy said today,
check out this channel.
Check out the Grandam, please.
He's gonna unleash on these greedy fat cats.
Man's gonna start breathing fire.
Football, man. But thank you, Dammy, for coming on, man. We really appreciate the support.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Take care.
So really
big up the Grandam,
bro.
In a bit.
And Slendz, shout out your socials, man.
Yeah, of course, man. Listen, guys, most importantly, subscribe to KH No Filter, man. We're so close to 1,000, man. A lot of things coming in at 1,000. And listen, I got a YouTube channel in here as well. Hopefully, I'll be streaming tomorrow and on Friday. And Kai might join me for one of those streams, of course.
I will. On Friday, for 100%, I'll be on.
Big up, man. Big up. Yeah, guys. Strong TV as well. Charlotte's channel, everyone else.
Yeah.
Big up, man. I'm going to go eat, man. I'm flipping hungry as hell, man. Like the Super League owners as well, man. They're fucking hungry. Do you know what I mean? So, guys, in a bit, man. Yeah, thanks.
We already discussed all the Ronnies. We already discussed. If you go to the start of the video, we had about 20-25 minutes discussion.
Yeah, we did talk
Super
about it for
League,
a bit,
which is not our initial thing we were going to discuss, but we added at the start because obviously Dammy had a few wanted to discuss that as well. Do you want to get a few people on for about 20 minutes or?
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good.
Let me put the link in the chat. Just bear in a second. So if you want, whatever you want to talk about, your thoughts on the
just keep football, man. I don't want to hear about your dreams and your goals and your problems. I don't care. Just so you guys know.
Yeah. So if you want
to
talk about European Super League, fine. Don't go into like a 30-minute essay answer about why it's the evil and everything like that. If you want to talk about yesterday, that's fine. What's coming up? I'm putting it in the chat now. There you go. Should be popping up soon. But yeah, thanks a lot for Dammy, obviously, for coming on. It's in the chat.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, please still smash the like button. There's 60 people watching. We've only got 40-something likes, so there's not, the ratio is not the same. So let's get over 50, please.
Let's close that gap, people.
Let's close the gap. And like I said, we're 31 subscribers away from 1,000 when Marshall will give himself a reverse Mohican live on air, which means he shaves off the middle part of his hair and his side. So
I do need a haircut soon.
Yeah, just like that. get one of our mods here, Alex. How you doing,
You
bro?
alright, guys? All good. How are you guys?
Yeah.
Alex.
What do you wanna discuss, my friend?
Look, you guys already said quite a lot about the game. I guess I just want to say one quick thing. I was so impressed by every single player on that pitch yesterday. And I think what I'm starting to really see there's something really special, something happening between the players and the manager, and
special.
like a proper relationship. No, trust me, Kyle. There's some nice relationship.
I believe you, bro. I believe it.
You know the other thing. Before Lampard was in here, he's just getting the best out of Mount. He's getting the best out of this.
Yeah.
Tuchel, he's getting the best out of so many players, and the best managers in the world, like the Guardiolas, like the Mourinho's in the past, or even now with Guardiola now. There are so many times where sometimes they will only focus on a very particular part of the game. They'll only look at the attackers and they'll improve on the attackers. What Tuchel's done is that he's actually improved and told players individually, okay, that's your job, you do that.
Yeah.
Centre backs, this is your job, you do that. It feels like the whole structure that each player knows what they have to do on the pitch. And I think before, obviously with Lampard and other things and other managers, sometimes it's always one or two players who seem to be always the people who have to create or do something. But at the moment, as a Chelsea, we're the way we were passing the ball yesterday was just incredible, man. I was so impressed. I was so pleased, and I think that we're really I can see like a proper real system happening. And with Thomas Tuchel, he's the type of manager that I think he always has a plan B and a plan C, and
it's called tactics, Alex. It's called tactics. That's what it is.
But you can But like Andrew, he can change things round. He's not like a one-dimensional manager, which I like about him. That's the one thing I like about him. He can change things, so he can surprise managers on the next game.
That's what he did yesterday, Alex. He did that yesterday with Mason Mount.
Yeah.
He dropped in 15, 20 yards deeper to play in that midfield as a third midfielder to disrupt Fernandinho. That's what he did, and that's what Mount did. Mount retired Fernandinho yesterday. He retired him. Fernandinho looked all of 35, 36 years old yesterday. And that's good. And that's why Fernandinho tried to stud him in the first half and should have been sent off. You know what I mean? But Mount, that was the thing I noticed. Mount wasn't, if you notice, Alex, Mount was not attacking.
No,
he was not attacking at all.
He was dropping in. And
it's the tactics. It's not because Mount wasn't.
Shut up, Kai. Mount's a good player.
I think Mount had a good game, and it shows that he can adapt in a different position, and that shows his talent. And and I think the tactics were spot on. I think we all knew what the whole reasons, like Mount was going to drop deep and hold the ball, because Mount on a half turn, he's not bad. Like he can get the ball and turn and dribble play and then pass it on. So I think that yesterday Tuchel got it spot on, man. And look, I'm so happy at the moment. I'm feeling so happy.
I saw you yesterday, man. I saw you on the stream. I can't remember which one you were flipping around on the camera. I saw you yesterday, man. You were happy,
drink, man. I had to. I went.
Alex was.
I went down on a piss yesterday, and I had too much to drink. But yeah.
No, that's good. That's good. This is what your football club should do to you. This is what Chelsea should do to you.
No, yeah.
Not drink because you're depressed. Drink because you're celebration.
I was drinking from 12 o'clock in the afternoon until like 8 o'clock.
You started early.
Like, watching the game. It was good. I had a good time, and it was nice.
I'm glad, man. I'm glad. It's all good. You know what? It's all good to hear, man, because 2.5 months ago, we were all in the same horrible boat, man, just going...
We were all drinking for the wrong reasons.
When will it end? When will the season end? Yomi, you're mute. Newcomer to the channel, man.
Welcome,
brother.
Welcome. Yeah. Big up to you, Kai. Big up to you guys. Andrew. You
subscribed.
100%.
Good man. What do you want to say, my friend?
I just want to talk about yesterday's game. We did really good yesterday. We played really good. I was watching the coaching camp. The FA Cup coaching camp. I was seeing how Tuchel was directing the players, go like this, move right, move left. Come on, Chile. Come on, Tony. Stay. Don't move. Follow him. But those little things where the Lampard would just stand and just do like this.
Yep.
For like an hour, you're just gonna do like this. And I'll be like, bro, come on.
No, like this, and then they'll change it to the other hand.
Exactly.
Yeah, like-
He took cross inshallah very literally. Like he just crossed my arms and hope.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
what you said there? Is that I like that Tuchel? He's kind of animated. When he wants high standards,
Yeah.
He wants high standards. If a player makes a wrong mistake, he gets annoyed.
Wait, Andrew, I'll pin the link.
And he's got high standards for it. He's got high standards for Chelsea, man.
Can you guys hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you, Rodrigo.
Cool.
Hang on, Yomi, what did you? Yomi, you continue, mate.
Kazi, I'm taking.
You continue, man. What do you want to say, Yomi?
Yeah. So as I'm saying, like, I was saying like how he was controlling the team. These are little things that's very, very important.
Yes.
I think during the time we were on that unbeaten run, I think it was Thiago Silva and the players that were controlling the team, not Lampard doing it, because Lampard just stands like, bro, it's not a kindergarten.
And one more thing I want to add to
One
thing I want to add to what you say there, yeah. Basically, finish your point, and I'll add to your point.
You can talk, bro. I'm kind of done.
What I wanted to add as well is, in 19-game unbeaten run we had with Lampard, we didn't beat any decent team. Oh well, they are decent team, but we didn't beat any top 10 teams. The only top team we beat was West Ham, 3-0.
That's a fake.
And then
That's
that
a
game
fake. That's
was
a fake
really
unbeaten
fake.
one,
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was a fake. Even that result was really, we didn't deserve it. And then since Tuchel come in, things have changed, and players feed off the manager's energy on the touchline. So if you have someone crossing his arms, I remember the game against Wolves. There was a miscontrol pass from Timo Werner, and you can see Thiago Silva's face. He looked on a bench, and you see your manager's arm folded with an expression like he's clueless, and then Thiago Silva just looks so disappointed. Yeah.
And I was also thinking about the Tam Abraham stuff. Everyone just talking too much. Like, bro, this is not Bristol City or Burnley. We are playing for Chelsea FC, man. It's Chelsea FC. Like, put some respect.
Hang on, getting some feedback. Who's got feedback?
Exactly.
Mute your thing.
Sammy.
Someone needs to mute. Yeah. So I was saying, like, this is Chelsea, man. Like, in the training ground, when I saw Tommy scored a goal and he did a knee slide in front of Tuchel, like, bro was just looking at him like, "What are you doing, fam?" I'm not here to joke. Tuchel came in under 3 months, or 4 months, 3 months.
Less than 3 months, bro. Less than 3 months.
Semi-final Champions League.
Yeah.
Final of the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Like, people just underestimate these little things, and they be like, if it was Lampard, blah blah blah. And I told Monster that when Tuchel comes in, there's some players that he will remove out of the squad.
Are you guys now worried about Tuchel going to Bayern because we didn't give him a longer contract?
He's going to get
Bayern.
Can I tell you something?
You're putting for the end of the season, man. No way.
Even if he, I'm just saying, if he gets top 4 in FA Cup, he's getting a new contract in the summer.
100%, bro. 100%.
Or during next season, he's going to sign a new contract.
And if he wins the Champions League, you never see what he's gonna do to him, man.
If he wins the Champions League,
same,
this man's. You know what? I've said this on another stream last night. If he wins the Champions FA Cup and we finish in the top 4, it's a better achievement than Di Matteo. Because arguably he's doing this with a worse set of players.
And half the season as well.
Because that 2012 team still had Lampard, Cech, Drogba, David Luiz, Ashley Cole. Yeah, exactly, and John Terry. So you're right. But Sammy, how you doing, mate?
Yo,
that's a great way
to
destroy a rival, man. That's a great way to destroy a rival, man. Send Lampard to Bayern, man.
Go on, Sammy.
his work experience.
Sammy came on the other day, another debut. How you doing, bro?
Yo, I'm good, man. What are you, man, saying? You right?
Hey, man,
we're good, Sammy. Good to hear you, man.
Super League, Chelsea's performance yesterday.
Disgusted by that Super League, man. There'll be no more Brexit football for me to watch, and that brings a tear to my eye, bro. Fuck.
What? Are you saying you'd rather play Burnley?
Bro, I love Brexit football. Brings a smile to my face.
Man wants to still go to Turf Moor instead of the new camp. You know what I mean?
Well, we can go to the new camp. Just in the UCL. We got to earn, I think, because it just undermined the UCL. Like, the UCL just becomes nothing then. if we go to the Europe.
You're right.
Whatever it's called, man. Whatever that crap's called. Made me mad when I read that.
But guys, I want to say something about Tuchel. Sorry to move around.
No, that's fine, mate.
Yeah, I want to say something. You know, I can remember the 2016-2017 season when Antonio Conte came 3-4-3, won the season, the league. You know, the next season, the Premier League clubs, they got how it was working. You know what I mean? So they were used against him. So I'm a little scared of Tuchel's, tactics, so that it won't fade out, you know what I mean. So it won't fade out.
I understand. I understand what you're saying, but
because
the moment Tuchel's a better tactician than Conte. I think he's a better tactician than Conte.
Yeah, because the moment the Premier League club gets what the tactics you're using, then it won't work again. So I hope they longevity like Pep Guardiola, not like Klopp.
Yeah.
I want the
3-4-3 is an emergency formation. He came in and he stumbled upon something that worked in the Wolves game, and he said, "Do you know what? I'm gonna keep this till the end of the season," and he keeps working. I think he's gonna try things in pre-season, and then we should judge. We will know our formation. Really, we will know. Tuchel is just he's a maverick. We will know what formation we're playing. Yeah,
but like next season, we might not only have one formation. We might have two formations.
Yeah, I think exactly. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, I think nowadays, when people say, "Oh, what's your first 11?" Like teams now, modern football nowadays, you should never ever have a first 11.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I hate that idea.
Players based on who you're playing. So like, if we're playing at Burnley, if we're playing like different type of Brexit football team, then maybe you have Alonso in the team. If you're playing Man City, then maybe you have Chilwell. You know what I mean? You select players for the team that you're playing against. It's not about first 11 formations. Football's changed now. There's no more the classic 4-4-2, and it just
4-4-2 is dead, bro. 4-4-2.
Yeah, no, but
next season Tuchel brings back 4-4-2
with Haaland, Marshall with Haaland, maybe
with Haaland, Haaland and Aguero.
So last point, guys, before we jump off. It's confirmed. Leicester in the final. What are we thinking about Leicester in the final, guys?
I saw Kelechi Iheanacho was kind of injured. So I saw the match now. So I think he's kind of injured. So I don't know how his injury is how difficult. So if he's injured, then it's a plus for us.
The final is not next week, mate. So he might be fit.
Yeah, he might.
FA Cup confirmed. That's it. FA Cup confirmed. That's the game smashed.
I'm not going to be that confident yet, because we don't know what we're. I was going to say, do we play them first in the Prem, or do we play them first in the FA Cup?
It's on the
what comes first?
First in the
FA Cup is at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see.
I think I prefer.
We'll see what happens in the Prem.
I actually prefer Leicester to Southampton. Southampton. There's just something about Southampton. I can't pinpoint. They have a number. I think
they have nothing to lose. That's what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think Leicester will be a better matchup.
Yeah, I mean Leicester still in. As much as people might say they're dropping like flies, but Leicester are still in this top 4 race, and we still got to play them. So
with injured players.
Plus, Leicester also drop points. Like they're bigger butlers than ours, and then Tottenham.
Yeah. I mean, Brendan Rodgers has got the bottler tag on him. I just hope it continues for the league.
I hope so too.
He's the master butler, man. That's what
I mean. Yeah. But you know what? I think that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you for coming on. Yomi, thank you for making your debut. Come on more, my friend. Come on more when you can.
100%.
Sammy, thank you for coming on again as well.
Right now.
Cheers,
Rodrigo and Alex.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you for coming on as well.
Gracias, amigos.
Links
hey, Rodrigo.
links are in the description. Please subscribe to this channel. We're 31 subs away from 1,000.
Yeah, we're really close, guys.
It's a tough road.
29.
We have good things coming for you guys when we hit 1,000 subscribers.
Thank you. Yomi's probably dropped us under 30, so thank you for that, Yomi.
Yeah.
Thank you.
New things. We've got new background. We've got new where my head is. See that? That's the X-ray effect right there. See it'll go and then down like that. So that's all Marshall's work. The new, I don't know where he's just gone. He's just ran. Oh no, Marshall's there. Sorry. Who went? Rodrigo went. Okay.
Rodrigo,
sorry. Sorry. It's just, sorry. OCD. Marshall's work. The new intro is Marshall's work as well. Awesome stuff again. Marshall, the creative force behind this channel. All new things happening. You know, we see we've got Dammy on today. We're hoping to get more Chelsea people on as well. We know you guys like that. If they're up for it, more interaction with them as well. Dammy just had to go a bit early, so that's why. But you know, Popular Opinions coming back. We'll obviously have a show midweek reacting to the Brighton game, and then probably Thursday or Friday we'll have a show. We'll definitely have a reaction next week to the West Ham game. That's a 5:30 kickoff. But these are the socials, my socials there. We'll follow these guys as well. Alex on Twitter. Sammy, Yomi, you on Twitter?
Yeah, I have
bro.
to, but
I'm on
the
Twitter,
username's very long, so.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? If you just tag us, just tag myself or the KHM filter in.
Is it at the Winter Sofa, right?
Yeah, that's it. It's at the Winter Service right there. And also follow
I'm going to follow you right now, sorry.
Thank you very much. And follow KH No Filter as well. That is Kai on Twitter, okay? No one else. That is Kai on Twitter, okay?
Who else would put the Spurs fans in tears, man, every fucking weekday?
Plus, Kai is now appearing in Twitter Spaces as well. So he's up.
But, bro, you know what's crazy though? I've been in more spaces than fucking NASA, man, and they still, I still can't even host my own. Apparently, I can't.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I still can.
Thank you very much, my friend.
Awesome.
Thank you. Let me see it.
Yami giving us the follow. Thank you, brother.
Yeah. Cheers, bro. We appreciate that. Thank you very much. But yeah, Kai, take us out, my friend.
Yeah. This one will be a bit longer because it's like we have like 28 people till 1,000. Yeah. And
wow.
So please, from me and everybody here, just share it with any football fan you have, man. Unless the Liverpool fans.
Right now.
There's people on my channel. But anyway, we have a lot of people, like people from all over, like Chelsea are going to, like from Chelsea YouTube are going to be on the channel, like starting after Dammy. We have Worldwide Chelsea who's going to come on. We already had Lewis, I think. We had Lewis, right, on the channel? We had Lewis.
We'll probably get Lewis back, yeah.
And then I'll try to get that bunch of more people on, you know. When Master finishes doing his dishes, we'll have him on as well, you know. we'll see about all of that. And the channel is going places, you know. It's like you won't find another channel as real as us, basically talking football without all of like keeping that stuff. Basically, we tell you how we feel straight from the heart, like with no filter, as you say. So stay tuned. We're still learning. We're still learning what you guys like, what you guys don't like, and we'll build on that and moving forward.
Just
take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Don't do drugs and eat your minerals, man. Take care.
Have a good day, guys. Thank you.